Joehoul here with all the scavenging locations in the dry, gusty zone of Jeet's territory. This is just where all the scrap and all the collectibles are found. This is at the Vantage outpost. I don't know if these count towards the achievement, but I do them anyways because they have scrap to collect in them. It's on the west side of the zone. The first piece of scrap you'll find is up that ladder and on that little balcony right at the entrance. I'm full on water, so we can skip that. There's the scrap pallet. Got 343 scrap. That used to be the security code of my credit card, and also reminds me of 343 Industries. 343. What a number. There's your second piece of scrap. It's just right off the ledge from where you found the pallet. And then your final piece of scrap is just across the laneway there from it. And that is all of the objectives in that zone. Our next scavenging location is just to the southeast of that Vantage outpost. It's a little shanty town made out of shipping containers. You'll find the first piece of scrap in the red container, and the subsequent two other pieces of scrap at the bottom of the body pit. Why'd you put your scrap down there? It's just going to get filthy like all those bones. The next scavenging location is in the southeast corner of the map, right on the edge of, what was the last place called? The Balefire flatland. If you climb on up to the top of the shipping container, you'll find the first piece of scrap there. And the second piece of scrap is right on the ground beside where you climbed up. And that's that for that zone. Next one coming up is right in the middle of the map. Just south of, what's his name, Griffa? The guy who lets you level up. The first piece of scrap is found right behind, I think it's actually on like the third story. I end up running around for a while. Oh, there it is. I just didn't see it, I guess. The first piece of scrap is just, once you come in, it would be on your right. I did a lot of unnecessary searching there. That's just another exit. If you climb up this ladder on the right-hand side, you'll find nothing. There's nothing up on this balcony either. It's a pretty big place with not very much in it, except it does have a pretty sick car. I made a different video for that. That's just ammo at the end there. If you just drop right down in there, you'll find a scrap pallet. This opens the door so you can drive the golden Tuska out if you are going to steal that thing, which I would advise you to do. It's a pretty sick car. You just bust that door open with a crowbar and you'll find your next piece of scrap. I believe that's just our second piece yet. And then right around here behind the little water tower thing, there's your third piece of scrap. And the fourth piece is directly underneath the golden Tuska. The next scavenging location is to the far west. It's just northwest of the Vantage outpost. It's in a rotted out old boat. Just gotta climb up top, run around along the galleyway there. You'll find yourself a piece of scrap on the right hand side, and a project part on the left hand side. What's that for? The maggot farm. Good. Our next scavenging location is in the southeastern corner of the dry Gustie. It's right inside this old wrecked ship. The first piece is on the top of the cabin there. There's scrap number one. And the other two were a bit tougher to find. You'll see I did an edit there because I had to go looking for them. But if you just jump right across here, you'll find your second piece of scrap. And then if you jump right across here, and then manage to drop down through this gap, which as you saw from the previous edit, I tried to drop down and just fell straight to the ground. There's the history relic. One last picture of her hair. Shaver. The next relic is just north of where we were, in the southeastern corner of the dry Gustie. And it's in this little cave. There's just three pieces of scrap lying around. One of them's in a box that you need the crowbar to open. So there's the first piece of scrap. And then you'll find some sort of throne over on the other side of the room. An easy chair in what looks like a whale's skull. And there's the first piece of scrap on its left, and the second piece of scrap on its right. Our next scavenging location to the northwest of where you'd level up with that Griffa, or can't remember his name for the life of me. The first piece of scrap is just right up there in this broken old boat. You just gotta climb a ladder to get to it. Second piece of scrap is right beside it, and that's that for the zone. A lot of these aren't that tough. I just included them for, I guess, OCD's sake. Gotta have all of them in here. This one is, I can understand you missing, because there's one on the ground there, right where the icon says it'll be. The next one, you have to take a bit of a drive, because it was about 100 feet directly above where you were, so you have to follow this pipe up to get it. And I believe it's a history relic. Scare away some birds. And yep, it's a history relic. Oh, nice motorcycle helmet, bro. That one's popping my head like a grape. For some reason have a bulletproof motorcycle helmet. I think you can still get shot through a motorcycle helmet. I don't think that guy's very up to date on things. We are our next one in the northeast section of the zone. Just climb up here on this little cliff hideaway. You'll find one piece of scrap just on the right. And if you climb all the way to the tippy top, you'll find a history relic. Some barbecue. They barbecued Angie. That's the end of that zone. The next one is just to the southeast of that last location. 4 pieces of scrap and a history relic stuffed in here somewhere. I went down the left side first. It does just loop around on itself down here, so it doesn't really matter which way you turn there. But I found my first history relic right at the very bottom beside the barrel fire. And then if you proceed even further down there, oh, I guess I'm going to go through this doorway first. Find your first piece of scrap on the left. Your second piece of scrap is in the room just beside it. There's the third piece of scrap, right up against the back wall. That door on the left is the one I was looking for after I found the first piece of scrap, and then this exit is just right back to where we came in. So now we're just looking for the final piece of scrap, and it's hidden right underneath this busted out car. That's the end of that zone, and I think the end of the guide. Thanks for watching. Tell them to subscribe! Point somewhere for them to click, Birdie! Oh my god, click there! Tell them to subscribe!